All right, you have tuned into the Jim Thorn Show. This is, however, not Jim Thorn. This is Clay Edwards filling in for Jim Thorn's little music show Friday here. It's brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi, and I appreciate Jim for letting me fill in for him here. Say the Blues and Arts Hour brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue. And I've got some special guests here in the studio with me. It's a big weekend up there in Ridgeland, and it looks like we're going to have some nice weather for it too. They got the Art, Wine, and Wheels event this weekend, and I am joined in studio by Johnie B and Queen Iretta. How y'all doing?
Good morning.
Good. You're going to pull the mic up for me there.
Right.
So look, man, tell folks a little bit about yourselves. Where you guys from?
Chicago, Illinois, born and raised.
Come all the way down from Chicago.
Yeah.
And I'm originally from Tunica, Mississippi.
I knew we had to have some Mississippi up in here somewhere. Now, y'all were telling me, man, y'all just played the JUKE Joint Festival.
Yeah, we was down there last weekend. I mean, they had musicians from everywhere and people from all over the world. And we got a chance to do it. Matter of fact, we've been doing it for 5 years straight now since we've been in Mississippi. So
you guys living here now?
Yeah, we're in Jackson.
Northeast side of Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay, yeah. So y'all in a good spot over there.
Yeah.
How y'all like Jackson?
Good. I like the weather, man.
Yeah, I'm digging Jackson too because I don't know, since we've been out here, Mississippi has really been great as far as hiring us, and we've been gigging all over Mississippi. So I'm really liking Jackson.
So is gigging full time?
Yeah, it's been full time with me for a long time, very long time.
Just about full time. I would say we do 3-4 shows a night. So that's, pretty bit much. This weekend we got 4 days. We're doing 4 days, Thursday up until Sunday. So yeah, we gigging.
y'all play at like some of the restaurants and stuff around here that do the entertainment, or is it more like bars and
both
bars
and restaurants and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, the restaurant thing kind of popping off the last few years and really giving artists a platform. Mm-hmm. That's relatively new around here. Being able to just kind of sit in the corner, and I don't want to say just be background noise, but you don't have to have the big stage and the big lights to do a show. And I was telling y'all, I was in the club business for years, and it was an expensive ordeal because we had to have the sound man, we had to have the full production because we had the big stage and the lights, and it was like, man, I would love to just be able to book a small act and have some entertainment versus having to put such a production into it. And what these restaurants are doing now, and what artists are evolving to do now, bringing in their own little equipment and setting up. I've got a bunch of friends that do it too, so it's opened up a whole new stream of income for you guys, and I think that's really exciting.
Yeah, that keeps me and Queen busy.
Yeah, because actually, especially since we've been in Mississippi, most bars and the bigger bars have closed. Like they talk about the Subway and the Underground 119. A lot of clubs and bars are closed, but places that really keep us working is the restaurants because it gives them a smaller, a more, I would say, comfort setting.
Very intimate.
Yeah, intimate setting. And then you have, you don't have to pay a big band, or 4 or 5 people. So, it helps out the venues, to hire like solo duo acts.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, I still have friends that own venues or restaurants or whatnot, little bars, and I have a ton of friends like Chad Wesley and several others that are out there playing in them. And
I want all that information before I leave. Yeah.
I'll get you hooked up, man. I'll get you hooked up. I'll get you Chad's number. He can get you really going in the right direction. Yeah. And he's really good. He's on Malico. On one of their other imprints, Old Trace. Okay. It's more their rock imprint, but he's a Southern blues rock guitar player. Chad. Chad's a rock solid. He's probably listening right now.
Yeah.
So look, man, y'all got Jim sent me a bunch of music here of y'all's, and we like to play music on the music show.
Okay.
So let's see here. I'm gonna let y'all pick. We got blues club jumping. I guess we'll do something with both of y'all on it. Let's see. Let's Party Right. The Whole World. Tutti Frutti. We got one we prefer.
Whichever, it doesn't matter.
I'll tell you what, Tutti Frutti rolls off the tongue pretty nice there, man. Let's we'll give that a shout here. So this is Johnie B and Queen Iretta right here on the Jim Thorn Show with their song Tutti Frutti.
Got a new dance.
That was Johnie B. Sanders featuring Queen Iretta. That was her song Tutti Frutti. We're going to take a break here real quick on the Jim Thorn Show, and we'll be right back on 103.9 WYAB. Welcome back into the Jim Thorn Show. It is the Arts and Blues Hour, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue. It's a little difficult to go from doing one show to the other and having to change up all the stuff there, so I get a little tongue twisted. So we're joined in studio by Johnie B. Sanders and Miss Queen Iretta Sanders. Y'all are a husband and wife duo.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as we were talking, man, y'all are living down here in Jackson now.
Yeah.
And gigging a lot, getting to play music for a living, man. It could be worse.
Yeah.
Hey, something I like to ask, real quick before I get too far down a rabbit hole. Y'all are playing the Art, Wine, and Wheels event this weekend. You go on stage Sunday at 12:30 at the Natchez, and y'all are going to be. You said you're going to be out there in front of the Malco.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In front of the Malco movie theater there as part of the Ridgeland Fine Arts Festival.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. And for more information, y'all can check out wineandwheels.com. Also, the Molly Ringwalds will be having a free concert Friday evening. That is tonight to kick things off. So they got a big weekend up there in Ridgeland and Madison and whatnot. So always good quality of life stuff, man. Take advantage of it when they do it. Let them know you appreciate it. Mm-hmm. And heck, I didn't know there was a free Molly Ringwalds concert. I might have to make it out myself.
Yeah, come on.
Go out there and do the Tutti Frutti.
Yeah.
Hey, so all joking aside, so something I like to ask people, especially that work in a public realm, like doing music and stuff of that nature, when COVID came through, I mean, that had to hurt you guys, didn't it?
Not really.
Well, that's good, man. I mean, I know a lot of folks that kind of got, they didn't know what to do, and so when
it slowed down for a lot of my friends actually in Chicago that play. It slowed down for them, like, with the band stuff. Here, I mean, it slowed down, but we still was kind of going to the restaurant bars.
Yeah, it wasn't as plentiful as it is now. The gigs had gotten slower, and, of course, everybody was staying at home, and, a lot of people scared to come out at that time, but we still played. We just didn't totally stop.
Yeah, some restaurants still went on with their business.
Yeah, some people pushed on through, and I was glad they did. I mean, that was one good thing about being Mississippi catches a lot of flack about this, that, and the other, but, outside of about 2 months there, March and April, it kind of opened back up once you got to around May.
Yeah.
And people started getting back out and kind of doing their thing. It's like, Mississippi, we're only going to be held inside so long. It's like, I can't take it no more. Where's my music?
Got to get outside, yeah.
Yeah, my buddies, Daryl Arnold and them, they do a little unplugged thing called Charade.
Charades, I know those guys.
They were down there at the Capitol leading, in front of the governor's mansion, leading the charge, protesting. And it was like, man, we want back our music. Like we can go in these restaurants and do all this stuff, but we can't have a guy playing in the corner.
Right.
Make it make sense.
Exactly.
Make it make sense. When they were out there protesting, that's when the governor was doing his press conference and said we're going to let live music come back. I was like, man, you ever think that being loud, be the squeaky wheel.
Yeah.
Right.
Be the squeaky wheel. You will get the grease. All right, so let's see here. Why don't we play another song of you guys, and we'll come back and break it down a little bit for me. Let's see here. We'll pick one. All right, so how about The Whole World? The Whole World Got the Blues.
That's a good one.
Now, speaking of COVID, the whole world had the blues right then, but probably a different kind. All right, let's check out The Whole World Got the Blues by Johnie B. Sanders and Miss Queen Iretta Sanders.
The blues, the whole world has got the blues. People are hungry and jobless too. I would wanna be in Obama shoes, because the whole world has got the blues. Now you go to work every day, 8 to 12 hours a day. When you get your paycheck, this is what you'll say: the whole world has got the blues. Now you're working overtime to make ends meet. Next year you're under the IRS's feet. Nobody wants to hear your beef, got the blues. The whole world has got the blues. People are hungry and jobless too. I would wanna be in the president's shoes, because the whole world has got the blues. People getting laid off left and right. Unemployment is out of sight. got the blues. No, the whole world has got the blues. People are hungry and jobless too. I would wanna be in Obama's shoes because the whole world's got the blues.
All right, welcome back in. That was Johnie B, Sanders, and Miss Queen Iretta doing The Whole World Got the Blues. And man, how appropriate. You know, coming out of 2020 and just all the crazy going on in the world, it's nice to just hit the reset button and listen to some good music.
That's right.
You know, we were talking during the break about it's hard to you got to know where to. I don't want to say it's hard, but you got to know where to look to go hear good music nowadays. Because you walk in and all these young cats everything's all electronic and they got 50 guitar pedals basically playing the guitar for them and all this stuff. And every now and then, man, it's just nice to strip it down, get back to the basics, and see what you can really do. Can you sing? Can you play? You know, we don't need all the effects. We don't need all the backing vocals and all that stuff, man. It's just I like to hear raw, real music and emotion.
Yeah.
So, that I am.
So were y'all already, before y'all got married, how long y'all been married?
36 years, June the 27th of this year. Be 36 years.
Good stuff there. Good you remember the exact date. I didn't get you in trouble.
No, I ain't worried about that.
It's easy. Been at it 36 years. It's easy to remember.
Yeah. That's so. You ain't got to worry about forgetting it anymore after 36 years.
Yeah, you know.
So were y'all solo musicians that linked up and got married, or did y'all kind of get into doing this together from day one?
No, it kind of grew. Me and I've been a musician practically all my life. You know, I was a musician before I met Iretta, and we met at a bar. She walked in, and you know,
the rest is history.
And the rest is history. You know, and later on up the road, you know, how I found out that she had vocal talent is we had a friend was selling a bass guitar. I bought it from him. So I was sitting in the bedroom bumping on it, you know, just bumping on it. Iretta was out there in the kitchen cooking, so she came in the bedroom and started singing. And I told her then, I said, we gonna make it at this business one day. And from it grew into it, you know, it just grew into it. So
that's good stuff there, man.
I'm glad to have my sweetie.
That's good stuff. So that was up in Chicago?
Yes.
Yeah, this was in Chicago. Yeah.
You know, we see a lot of folks, man,
Casablanca,
kind of transplant back and forth between Chicago and Jackson, man. It's a lot of folks that they'll leave here to go to Chicago, they'll go to Chicago and come back down here. Mm-hmm. You know, and thank God, man, because so much soul and music and stuff that gets shared back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you know, we get to have great folks like y'all. And you just told me y'all are playing I know this ain't part of the Art and Wine and Wheels thing, but y'all are going to be up at Bayou Bugs and Gluckstadt Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah, Saturday. And we just did the Crab Shack last night over there in Ridgeland.
On the reservoir there?
Yeah, we did that one. And it's just, oh, man, trying to keep up with a schedule in my head. But we've been pretty busy, I say, since we've been in Jackson. I mean, we've been all Hattiesburg. We're getting ready to go up on the Gulfport, and Biloxi. We got a new Ground Zero gig coming up next month. Morgan Freeman just opened up. We'll be up there on the 17th. And then we have a couple of more places that we playing up there. I think it's Lucy's Surfers Bar.
That in Gulfport?
Yeah, in Gulfport.
Yeah, that's Gulfport.
And then it's another one we just landed. So we getting ready to start going up on the coast. Everybody say go there. So
Look, the coast was my home away from home for years and years and years, especially pre-Katrina. Mm-hmm. You know, spent a lot of time down there, and I even had a little condo down there that got wiped out. But I love the coast. Okay. It's a little more corporate than it used to be.
Yeah.
You know, with your condos, high-rise condos, and all the casinos and stuff. But it's still just a fun place to be. And it's something about being on that water, man. It just
That's what I was going to say. When we first got to Mississippi, I was looking for water. So naturally you got the Mississippi lakes and all that, but I was looking for some sand beach, and my friends like, you got to go up to the golf course, go up to Gulfport, and I'm like, where is Gulfport? You know, I'm just getting to Jackson, but we'll get a chance to see. There's another place up there called Felix Oyster Bar. I think we're gonna be playing up there, and I was looking at the scenery from the Facebook page. Like I seen sand and water. I'm like, okay, God.
Yeah. Well, look, the great thing is if you just get on 49 South and you just keep going, you're going to hit the beach.
49 South.
Yeah, not this 49, but the 49 South. You get off I-20 there and go south. You go long enough, you're going to run into the beach.
Okay.
Or the shipyards right down there. Take a left or a right on 90. Is that 90? I believe so. Beach Boulevard, and boom. It's all beach all the way, man. You'll take a left there. You come in through Gulfport, and you'll take a left. You go back towards Biloxi. You'll see the big lighthouse. You'll see the Beau Rivage is like a beacon in the night.
Okay.
You know, you can't miss it, man. It's great down there. The Hard Rock. I recommend going to check out the Hard Rock while you're down there. It's, I don't know if gambling's your thing, but it's just a cool casino. There's a couple good restaurants, and they've got one of I think it's the Hard Rock.
Who owned that one? Do Bruce Willis own it?
Okay. It's owned by Jafria is his last name. He's actually got some family up this way. He was in a big rock band back in the 80s. Well, they were kind of big, but they had like one hit named Jafria. Yeah. And now he owns the Hard Rock Casino, or he's the general manager of it. Anyway, I believe he's part owner too.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
But he's got some family up this way that I'm friends with. I was like, y'all got to be related with a last name like Jafria. There can't be too many of y'all floating around Mississippi.
Yeah.
And not be related.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, look, man, we're gonna take a break real quick. You're listening to the Jim Thorn Show, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue, and we'll be right back after this break on 103.9 WYAB. All right, welcome back to the Arts and Blues Hour, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue. This is the Jim Thorn Show. I, however, am not Jim Thorn. This is Clay Edwards filling in for Mr. Jim. He had to go out of town, and he had some guests booked, and I couldn't be happier that he let me fill in for him. We've got Johnie B. Sanders and Miss Iretta, married couple that does the blues, and man, do they do it well. We were having a conversation off air about juke joints and dive bars, and I was trying to explain. I was like, you ain't never got to ask when you're in one. You know. It's like you go into a dive bar, it's like, yep, we in a dive bar. You know, if you're in a juke joint, you know it's a juke joint. And I was saying, I think sometimes, like as I believe on the black side of things, you typically call it maybe a juke joint. On the white side, we call them dive bars. But you know when you're in one. And I love a good old dive bar, and I love a good juke joint. Either way.
Yeah.
Either way, we were talking, and you mentioned the one up in Bentonia, the Blue Porch.
Yeah. Blue Front.
Blue Front. Yeah. That's right. And how when he does that festival up there, the people up there in campers. I mean, it's just it's a pilgrimage for folks.
Yeah, they come out. I mean, they be all out there sitting on the ground, and into it. I got their beer, they got their coolers, and they right there kicking it. With the blues. And he has some good artists that's come. We played up there about a month ago in front Blue Front. We should be going back in June for the festival. I talked to him a few days ago, so yeah.
When is the festival?
I think it's June 16th through the
early summer.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to have to put that on the calendar. I'm trying to hit some bucket list items now that I'm back to being self-employed and have a little more flexibility with my schedule. Well, I say that anyway, but I catch myself working at 8, 9 o'clock every night, then having to get up at 5 and come back and do this. But this is the life I asked for, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
But it is nice to be able to say, okay, I'll just work a few extra hours every day next week so I can go up here and check this out instead of having to take off and put anybody else out. Well, speaking of events, we'll reset this. You guys are playing Art, Wine, and Wheels up in Ridgeland and Madison this weekend. You take the stage Sunday afternoon at 12:30, and you're saying it's going to be in the Malaco parking lot?
Yeah.
And it's right there in the movie theater parking lot, and that's part of the Fine Arts Festival. Mm-hmm. And you can find out more information at artwineandwheels.com. And if you're looking for something to do tonight, the Molly Ringwalds are kicking it all off with a free concert. And if you've ever seen the Molly Ringwalds around here, it's normally $25, $30 to buy a Molly Ringwalds ticket. Mm-hmm. And they are the world's premier 80s cover band. Mm-hmm. So they do it up big, man. It's a fun deal there. So artwineandwheels.com.
And this evening we'll be over at Jose's, a nice little Mexican restaurant over in Pearl, Mississippi.
Yeah, that's right there on Pearson Road.
Right off of Pearson Road. Yeah.
So I tell you what, now I may be able to make that out because we wanted to go out for Cinco de Mayo last night, and I was like, I'm not going out for Cinco de Mayo. It's going to be too packed. Mm-hmm. But because I just live about 10 minutes from there, so Jose's and Pearl tonight. Yeah, the mayor of Pearl, Jake, is a buddy of mine. Okay. So anytime I can get out in Pearl and support, we definitely try to. They run a tight ship over there. Yeah. But so Jose's tonight, and then tomorrow
Bayou Bugs.
Now I'm gonna tell you, we talked about this off air a little too.
Crawfish
and blues. Man, I can't think of a better combination. Sitting outside, drinking a cold beer, eating some crawfish, listening to some blues. Man, that is a marriage made in down south heaven right there.
That's right. Yeah, crawfish and blues.
So answer me this. You're from Chicago. Obviously, you spent a lot of time playing up there in that area.
Yes.
And now you're down here in the South, and you spread your wings. You're all in Alabama and Florida. You're about to be down on the coast. You're up in North Mississippi. Where do you see? Are the crowds better down here, or are they better up there? Were you getting a better reception down here?
Well, in Chicago,
kind of compare the two.
In Chicago, myself, I played South West Side bars, black. When I got with Johnie B Moore, he was working the North Side. So I started working the North Side. That was a white audience. So I got a chance to perform for them. And then when we left Chicago in '99 and went to Minnesota, after a year, I didn't do nothing first making money on music because I had kids, had to get a career, boom, 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 boom. Once I got that settled, and I went out and started working the music again. And we end up, playing Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, North Dakota, who's doing that circuit. And it was white audiences. So in my career, the first part of my career was black audience, Chicago, West Side, North Side. I mean, not North Side, but West Side, South Side. And I started picking up white audience when I went to Minnesota. It was every bar we played was white people's. And now we hear every bar we play is white people. And they love us. the queen.
I bet.
I said, baby, I don't care what you do. Put that energy out there, and she does a good job.
I know my people. They love some blues. They can't dance.
I love it though.
They can't dance.
Just to see them, they get so into it. They be doing skips and flips and doing cartwheels.
Trying to buy you half the bar.
Get you drunk. Yeah.
Do this shot of Fireball with me.
But yeah, they do their thing. Now, when we play the Iron Horse Bar and Grill downtown Jackson,
that's a great venue.
We have a preliminary, and we play there on the regular for the last 5 years. Yeah. And we see a lot of I would say Caucasian, white folks, and black. It's a mixture.
To me, that's the best. When I had my club and I'd get the right artists and we get a good mixed crowd in, and you really got to do it, because we're really bad down here about self-segregating. And it's like, well, I'm going to go to this bar, I'm going to go to this bar, and that's just the way it is, and there ain't no reinventing the wheel.
Right.
But when you get an artist, or you get a venue like Iron Horse where it's mixed, or maybe like a Jose's tonight where it's a little bit of everybody. To me, that's the most fun.
Yeah. Even F. Jones.
F. Jones.
If you go, we start at 12 o'clock midnight, and when you go in there, you got a mixture. And I like the sign they got up there that said no black, no white, just blues.
Yep.
That's blue. And that's where it comes together.
I love that slogan.
And 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, it'd be so many, everybody be up in there. I mean, just having a ball. So yeah, I like that.
No, you know, one of the great travesties is Mississippi somewhere along the way lost its ownership of blues, kind of, and we let Memphis take that crown as the blues capital of the. It's from a tourist standpoint anyway, kind of the blues capital of the South, but we're slowly getting it back. What they did with the Mississippi Blues Trail and some of the other things they're doing, you know, like the Juke Joint Festival and all that. We're slowly kind of taking back our part of that prize, and Mississippi's getting its place back up there. So it's nice to see it. I know if I go in somewhere and there's the blues going, it's like we're staying.
Right.
We're here.
Yeah, that's true. And a lot of people feel that way. You know, they come out and they walk in a place, and if they're not hearing what they want to hear, you know, they'll turn around and walk out. But most of the time when we're playing, I would say we hold an audience throughout the night, you know, and people just can't get enough of it. It's like one more song.
Well, as a bar owner or a venue owner, whatever you want to say, your goal is to people to have fun and to sell more drinks.
That's right.
And if you got a band or a duo in there that can do just that, well, mission accomplished.
That's right.
When can y'all come back? Let's get our calendar out right now.
That's right.
How many more dates can I get?
That's right.
You know,
Exactly.
and you get that with consistent duos and blues and stuff, and you know that's why these guys are having good luck doing this restaurant circuit.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to actually see a circuit come out of this.
Yeah.
Because like Bobby Rush always, you know, king of the Chitlin circuit, you know, like I say when you hear that's the first thing that comes to mind, you know, is the circuit. And so it's cool to see a modern day circuit, you know, come out for artists to be able to make a living and to be able to do this, man. It gets me excited thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So what's y'all's I don't want to put y'all in the corner of asking all y'all's favorite place to play around here because somebody who owns a different place may be listening. So I won't put y'all on the spot there. But what are some of your favorite places to play it around here?
All of them.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
All of them. I enjoy playing all of them. A lot of places we go for the first time, we will sit there and play the gig. Before we get out of there, they will give us 4 or 5 more dates.
That's what I'm talking about, man. You know, and it allows. Isn't it great to be able to just do music for a living? Which, like I say, you've basically done it your whole life.
Well, for a long time, not my whole life. My kids, you know, I got kids. It ain't about you no more when you got some kids, man. You know, you got to take care of those guys. But anyway, after my daughter got grown, I threw that time clock away, man. That punch in every day away, and went 100 at this music, and I've been pretty good at keeping it up. So
that's real talk there, man. I tell you what, let's play one more song here before we go to the break, and we'll say let's party right.
Yeah.
Let's
to the Jim Thorn Show. We're going to take our last break, and we'll be right back with Johnie B and Queen Iretta right here on 103.9 WYAB. Welcome back to the Arts and Blues Hour, brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue. This is the Jim Thorn Show. I am filling in for Jim Thorn. This is Clay Edwards, and in the studio here for the last minute and a half of the day, we've got Johnie B. Sanders and Miss Queen Iretta Sanders, and they are going to be tonight playing at Jose's in Pearl right there on Pearson Road. And Mexican food starting to sound real good right now, mixed with some blues.
Yeah.
So, and then tomorrow they're going to be up in Gluckstadt at Bayou Bugs. And then the main event of the weekend, Sunday, out at the Art, Wine, and Wheels Festival, taking the stage at 12:30 in Madison County there. Mm-hmm. And the Malco Grandview parking lot, I guess. Mm-hmm. Pretty cool there.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. That should be a big stage. That's a big parking lot. I hope it's a big stage.
We'll be out there in front of the parking lot at Malaco. So,
and look, where can people find you guys at online? Do y'all got a Facebook page or anything if they want to keep up with y'all?
Yes, we have Johnie B and Queen Iretta Sanders Blues Band face page or duo. And then we also have JohnnyBSanders.com for the website. If you want to go on the website and look at the schedule or check out some videos or whatever is on there. You can go there.
I'll tell y'all what, man, I'm going to podcast this episode, and I'm going to share it to my Save Jackson Facebook page, and I'll also tag them in that. So if you want to find them online, just check out the Save Jackson page later. That's Save JXN on Facebook, and I'll get all that information posted there. Guys, it was a pleasure to meet y'all, and I hope to see y'all again this weekend.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Y'all take care. Y'all stay safe. And Mike Madison up next on 103.9 WYAB.
Thanks for listening. Tune in next week as the Clay Edwards Show discusses all that is going on in and around the city of Jackson.
This concludes our broadcast day.
Right here on 103.9 WYAB.